So when betraying love is a pattern, time and space. See, we only experience the present. It's all that we have. And when we allow it, the time is now. The space is what we fill it with. It is our feelings, our charge is the way I call it. And in the present is the only truth. And truth is how we fill our space in every moment of now. That is the present or present from the past into the future. That is the past. So one, to be aware of your doing. What are you doing in every moment of now? See, this lesson is to experience in only can move forward because of our pattern that we call time. And this is always marching on into uncertainty. So think of your charge around uncertainty. What does that word trigger for you? This is what we teach, train, observe in ourselves how words, situations, the environment trigger us. Because we are conditioned to react to what's out there, to what's happening, to what the words are coming at us, what we're thinking, what we're feeling coming from in here about the situation. And too many times we are just reacting, which reaction is just a pattern. It is a pattern of the past because it has been what's worked. Doesn't mean that it will always continue to work. So in time, there's past, present, and future. And we have a charge. It's like this space in which when we think about the past, is it positive, negative, or neutral? You think about uncertainty. Is it positive, negative, or neutral? And just ask yourself, do I feel excited? That would be a positive charge about uncertainty. For most of us, no. It's not conditioned that way because in the United States, my background is that I've been rewarded with certainty. It is how we get compensated. It is how we create careers. It is how we live, is to control certainty. And certainty can only come from the past. So when we're aware of what we are doing in the moment of now, we can ask ourselves, what's my charge? When you think about the future, just notice how the words can trigger thoughts and feelings inside of you. I'm not doing it to you. You do them. You create the charge. I provide the word. But we can also provide our own words, and that will kick off patterns. What's your charge to the future? See, when you think about what you want, which is in the future, that's uncertainty. It's probabilities. It is creation. And we're conditioned to hold on to our certainties and not allow uncertainty. And is that where betrayal comes from? Is it intended? But it is uncertain. The future is uncertain. So what is your charge around uncertainty? What is your charge around the future? What is the charge around having what you want? Most of us don't know. I didn't know for the longest time. I thought, better yet, put it this way, I thought I knew what I wanted. What that was others. It was my past informing me what was certain. Certain how to be, what to do, and how to get it. And until that didn't work, until you get tired of the same feedback, you learn how to change. Why do we want everything to be familiar? The same as it's always been, because that is not creating space for what is coming, for what we want, for the person, the experiences that we are developing. It's all time and space. That is what we experience as time and space. And life is all about experience. We are here, we are borrowing it to experience.
Morning, Jesse.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you for asking. And how are you? How did it go yesterday?
We traveled safe. So we are here in the
Wonderful.
competitions today. So
Let the games begin. Oy.
that's right. How did your day go?
You mean yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fruitful. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very productive for me. You know, reading materials and just going through things, and it's nice to be able to have that time to do that. It was lovely. Because my son's on holiday now, it's a week holiday. We usually like go on a little trip, but this time decided that we went to Florida and came back, and he has a group of friends that he gathers together, and they go out, and so it's like a very nice sort of flow for him. He enjoys that. He went out with his friends yesterday, and then he also has soccer practice, in the evenings. So he's got it like a nice routine going. So his days are full. So that's good.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you get a week spring break, we call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. We call it here too.
Good. Hi, Allison. Good morning. How are you feeling?
Morning,
Morning, everybody. I'm very
morning,
sleepy.
Alison.
Morning,
Okay.
Nikki.
Morning, Alison.
I woke up this morning with an image of a sunrise, and I thought I have to go to group this morning. It was the most beautiful sunrise, but when you look out the window, it is very grey and drab. So I'm celebrating sunrise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take that energy. The rising, the coming out from the darkness into the light. A whole new, brand new space. Or we can choose to keep it the same. This is yesterday. Hold on to the familiar, hold on to the certain, and try and make it just like yesterday.
Yeah, there's been a lot of change going on for me. It's so interesting because everything else is staying the same. But somehow, I think, when was it? Last week? I can't remember when I had the word willingness to learn. And I haven't, it's not big things, it's just small things that I find myself all of a sudden doing differently. And being able to kind of be different, which has been really nice.
Being plus doing equals experience.
Mm.
And I'll tell you, I have an amazing, I don't know if it's an amazing experience, but it's a realization right now that I'm an hour ahead of what I normally operate in.
That's right. I was wondering about that.
So I was on an hour early. All by myself.
Oh, God,
But there was no place I'd rather be. And there was nothing, well, there is one other thing I would prefer to be doing. That the absence of that, meaning I just honor that, but it's not possible in that moment. So I'm honored. That doesn't take away the importance of being here.
Mm. Mm. That's a good one. That's a very good one.
So I've been today's when betraying love is a pattern.
Mm. That's beautiful.
And that ties into the experience, which is a result of the being and the doing.
Mm.
So let me ask you, but you guys aren't fair. This is not a fair group because you are like levels ahead in awareness. Like you guys, we can control. We're aware of our space, which means our reactions, our feelings. And a great experience I had yesterday was uncertainty.
Mm.
What is the feeling? What is the charge of uncertainty?
Sometimes negative, other times positive.
Mm.
It's the same as with I don't know.
What time does uncertainty lie in?
What time does it go in? That's an interesting question.
Is the past uncertain?
Oh, okay. No, it's usually present or future.
Is our pattern to embrace, charge into, explore uncertainty?
Yes.
That would be a positive charge. Or is it to close it up, pull it apart, and try and find the certain parts, make it certain as it is from the past?
Well, for me, I would imagine if it's if I find myself, I don't have to imagine actually, when I find myself in an uncertain space, there's a part of me that goes, oops. And then depending on how much of myself is gathered inside of me, I either say to myself, it's fine, wait and see.
Mm.
Or I go and hide and watch from where I'm hiding. Those two experiences come to mind for me.
It's a great observation, great awareness. So my word today, yesterday, is serve love.
Mm.
That is what I'm serving.
Mm.
Even in uncertainty.
Yes. There's a lot of power in that, Jesse.
Oh. And even with the skill of awareness that I say I have, and still difficult. Still difficult. Well, that's my word for today, is to stand in that, because that is my choice.
There's always power in choice.
Yes, there is.
That's been a big realization for me. It's so much more, or I get so much more empowered in making a choice. even when I'm scared. And I'm going to my past to recollect that.
Thank you, Sunrise.
I've been sitting with that concept that Mo Gaudat works with about how many heartbeats we're spending and where do we want to spend them. I just loved hearing that. It was so beautiful. He really is quite an extraordinary man. And what I was thinking about when I was listening to him is that he navigates between past, present, and future when he's talking. Because he's obviously referring to the past because he's talking about his story. And then he projects it into the future for people of what their future could look like. And then he's in the present and he's very present and you feel that. This huge, big heart of his. That we all have. And we all have access to.
Thank you, Allison.
Hmm.
Who else has a word for the day? While I get into another coffee.
Yeah, big reflection this morning.
Hi, Pascal.
Hi, guys.
It's good to hear you.
Yeah, it's nice to hear your voice as well. Yeah, uncertainty, eh? Yeah, and
Mhm.
when does it present? Like, what is the time that it shows up?
Yes.
And definitely not in the past, because as far as I know, there's nobody right now can change the past. But we're still talking about the past. I mean, I think it's fine to look at the past and help us understand ourselves better. I feel like the analogy of a car, like it's nice to have like a rear view mirror to look back, but you don't want to drive your life that way. So, an uncertainty in the present, I'm not 100% sure, like, if there's no future and it's just everything happened at once. I'm still not sure about that, but that's what I hear a lot. So, for what I understand, uncertainty would be in the future. Present, I think you make your own choice. So I don't know if it sits in there for me. So very interesting concept. But yeah, that's my share on that. And my word for today is laughter. So I said I've been practicing laughing in my car for no reason. And so, some morning, like it's a little tougher than others. It takes me a little bit longer to have an automatic laughing, but I still laugh, you know. And then I do breathing. Like I start probably it's been like now 2 weeks that I started with that the box breathing 4-4-4-4, and then every time it feel good, then I go up 1 second every day, and I went up to like about 10 seconds, and now I switched to like say 5-5-5. So now I think this morning I did it at like 16 seconds, and it's getting pretty hard. I'm gonna try to push it as much as I can, and then like now I'm gonna move it to just like 5-5. So breathe in as long as I can, and then exhale as long as I can, and see where I can push it. So just expanding like my lungs and expanding, like I feel like that's my way of expanding. Like breathing helps me a lot too, with my awareness, clarity, like all that. So, but yeah, laughter is my word. Yeah. And it's like we never have enough of it, you know. This morning, my wife was like, "Why are you talking like this?" I was talking like a baby almost, right? And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know. It just came to me. I like it." So, yeah. And I try to find fun in everything I do. That's my that's what I do.
Sorry about my alarm.
I like it how you like it. That's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, and just with laughter. I always say a day without laughter is a waste, you know? Yeah, laughter is something you can just put a smile on your face and it can change the whole aura of you. Just putting a smile on your face. And you don't have to be with anyone. You know, you can be with you. Find some humor in that. I think the what Jesse talks about being also silly, it's part of being human. It's very important not to take yourself so serious. Because it can get really serious, eh? If you want it to be. But what I love about Alice and sunsets, these are my favorite, my sunsets, sunrise. It's just, it's amazing. I love how to start my morning and to see the sunrise. It's just beautiful. And even if we have overcast here and that, it doesn't matter. You know, last night I saw the moon sort of half, you know, showing up for us, and it was also beautiful. It's just how you look at it also, you know. It's just how you see what you want to see, what you want to feel. I also feel that. But with uncertainty, something that came up for me when Jesse was saying that is a qualitative state of being, you know. The quality of state of being. It's how you measure that, you know.
It's an awareness of being, hey, Nikki.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was my also. Thank you, Alison. That's so spot on. It was still my word of yesterday of awareness. It's just been so, like you say, so clear and open, and so much space that you can, yeah, just be in it. You know, it's really quite something. I love that.
And do you channel the sun or the moon or?
No, I don't channel the moon and the sun. You mean, like, you meaning to go
Just
within
ask
in
question.
Oh,
Ask question.
yeah.
Like, what do you want me to know
Tell me
right
more.
now?
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, absolutely. I even ask trees when I walk past. I talk to nature all the time. You know.
And I don't. I just learned that like a couple days
I
ago.
talk to nature. I talk to nature all the time. I'm hugging trees as I'm walking by, and then it's so
Nice.
funny in Battery Park when people look at me. It's not like I. There's a lot of people that do look at me after a while. I'm gonna go, what the heck? What's going on? But you know what? There's some that really get it. Like I go, they even like give me thumbs up when they walk past. I go, yeah, because I'm really hugging the tree. It's not like I'm hanging from the tree. I'm really hugging it, you know. And they walk past and they go, okay. You know, some people get it, some people don't. They sometimes really stare at you. But the thing is that it doesn't really matter. It's what I want to experience and vibrate in my body.
It's
You know,
it's one of the best ways to ground, I think.
so
Yeah.
true. And to take your socks off or your shoes off and just walk on the grass, you know. There's we don't have much. We had a beautiful park here where it was just beautiful trees looking out to the Hudson, and unfortunately they closed it off there for reasons that want to build things. It's very sad, but we're trying to stop that. But yeah, it's closed off for now. And it was such a beautiful place to sit and to walk and to even just take your dog, or you know, people were just hanging out on the lawn, especially when it was warm. Everybody came and, you know, sunbathed, and it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful place, you know. So, but at that time, just to walk and on the grass, you know, if you can, it's, yeah, like you say, grounding is, and the breathing. I just started with you know, breathing as I do breathe through my nose through my practice. Okay, and we only have one exercise or two exercises that we start with is the beginning is we open with a breath exercise, and we end with a fire, and that's also going through the mouth. But they say at night, if you can, well, obviously, with breathing through the nose, it will give you a better sleep. And it sounds a little peculiar, but if you put a little tape on your mouth and try to just keep your mouth closed while you sleep, you'll sleep better. So I've tried that, and it actually works. It's working. So it's a little strange because sometimes the tape can come off, for what it, but if you can keep the tape on and keep your mouth closed as you sleep at night and breathe through your nose, you'll find your sleep will be better quality.
Yeah, I tried that, but my wife, she doesn't like to kiss the tape.
That's so romantic. Oh my God, she wants to hear that. That is so sweet.
It is very sweet.
That's very sweet. Oh, I love your wife. I haven't met her, but I love her. I just love her. I think she would just love her.
Pascal, you can always also tell her that she needs to kiss you more than once, right? So she can kiss all around.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, yesterday she kind of surprised me. Like just before I went to bed, she was like, "Can I hug you?" Like she never asked me this because, like, I don't know if you know, in South Korea, like they're not hugger. Like she never hugged.
Huggers, hey? Yeah, that's so true.
So
yeah.
I was so surprised. Like, yeah, for sure.
That's so cool.
So
That's really
I had a career pastor. She was a pastor, a minister, pastor, whatever you want to, minister or however. And I came up to her. I was so excited, I was just like excited, and I hugged her, not asking. I just came up and gave her a hug, and it was so uncomfortable, I thought, oh, like what is this? And I looked at her and I said, "Is everything okay? I didn't I should have asked you if I could hug you, right?" So she said, "No, Nikki, I love the hug. I just didn't know how to respond." Can you cope? So I said to her, "Oh, okay." She says, "Yeah, because, in our country, we don't hug. We're not huggers. We don't hug." And even if so, living in the US, it doesn't matter. She's still very in her own upbringing of, because you assume that everyone hugs, right? Not everybody's a hugger. And especially in the culture of Finnish in Finland, they don't, they're very observed. Like you don't just go hugging people, They go like, no, keep your arm distance.
You know why they don't hug, Nikki? I'm not sure about the Korean culture, but in yoga teachings, you're very, very, very particular, and you actually don't hug people. That's why they do the hands and bowing, because of the energetic exchange that takes place.
Did I hear yoga? Did you say yoga?
Yeah.
In yoga. What do you mean by yoga?
In yoga teachings.
Oh, yoga teachings.
Yeah.
Oh, so you like your bow.
In that culture, yeah. That's why they do
what culture is that? What culture are we talking? Because yoga is what culture are you talking? I just want to understand.
If
you can explain.
In the philosophical teaching of it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't know that was so prominent until quite recently.
Yeah, I heard that too, Alison. And now that you're saying that, like it does make sense. And then like I had a lady that she taught me how to hug as well. If you're hugging and you want to hug like heart to heart, because when we hug like around the neck and stuff, like our heart is in the opposite side, right?
That's right.
So
It's so
she
interesting.
said
All
you
the
hug. Yeah. So you want to hug like heart to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And if you can hold it for 7 seconds,
Oh,
when
that's
you,
interesting.
yeah, when you can hold it for 7 seconds, it's a real heart connection.
I like
wonder.
10.
It's a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. You can do it for 11 or 12 or 13, however long that. I mean, you know, but it's just that's what it's. Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm.
It's all about the little things.
Mm.
Remember, I'm structured, so it's 10 seconds. And then you get out of me.
Yeah. Well,
Trust
my
me.
word for the day
Yeah.
is candor, and it actually is the quality of being open and honest. And what I love about candor is a crucial for establishing and maintaining healthy relationships. And that's my word for the day. So I want to thank everyone for a really, really healthy, productive, fruitful, grounded, inspiring, motivating, just in every aspect of the word of healthy relationships. I really honor and I do honor that. And I bow down to everyone's greatness here because it's just been absolutely epic. Like yesterday, yeah, the fact that you don't have to be physically with somebody, but energetically, and the words that we express every single day that can carry you through your day is just it's just fills me up. I'm totally filled up. I have not. It's the energy that I have given out to things that I've just wasted. I can say yeah, thank you, because I know where it's gone for what it's worth. But when I can put my energy into being really productive, even in relaxing, even being in my feminine, that I do not have to always be in the masculine, like go, go, go. That just comes with such a healthy relationship that I have created in myself, of the balance of being very active, but also, non-active, and it's okay. And I really felt that this is something that I have really been able to express, but also becoming into my heart center of being, my identity of being gentle and soft and kind. And I don't have to be forceful. I don't have to be aggressive. I don't have to prove anything, of my earnings, of anything, of my worth, of my significance. Do I belong? It's just been so healthy for me to be here. It's like my daily bread. I honestly can tell you, it's my daily bread. And I just digest it through the day, little by little. And when I have this thing of feeling a little deprived or just off-centered, I go back to everyone's word. I go back to our conversations, because this is what has brought me to where I am today. This is what I have manifested now. This is what I'm witnessing now. This is my being. And for me to be around that is been very healthy for my body, my mind, my spirit. So thank you. That's my word for the day. I'll spell it in the chat.
That was a reflection experience. And a nudging to how to continue.
sunrise, serving love, candor, and
Jesse, your for me, I don't know if it's my sound, but that was a little bit garbled.
Yeah, same here.
I got
It's like a-
background noise. I'm in a lobby and they're starting to get active. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's better.
I was just recalling the words as sunrise, serving love, candor, and laughter.
So the participants must be getting excited, right? They're getting ready. They're getting themselves prepared. It's an exciting day for them.
Hi, everybody.
Morning, Craig.
hi,
Yeah,
Craig.
good morning. This is gonna sound really weird, but Pascal will know what I'm talking about. I'm looking at a Chinook that's forming in the eastern sky where the sun is coming up.
Oh, wow.
There's a Chinook arch in the sky, which is really bizarre. Because I'm in Arizona.
It must be quite beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of amazing.
Can you turn your camera on
Sure.
for us to see? I'd like to see it.
Let me flip it around.
Mm.
Mm.
See that strip of sunshine
Yeah.
underneath that cloud?
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just for those of you that aren't familiar with this, if you live in Alberta or in Calgary, where Pascal is, especially, these cloud formations, they form usually when you're looking west. And what that is the warm wind off the ocean comes over the mountains, and then it goes underneath that archway. And it brings warm air in from the ocean in the middle of winter and gives you a break in the weather. So I'm not sure where this is coming from, but above the clouds, the air is cold, and below the clouds, the air is warm. What happens in the winter is that the snow melts in the middle of winter, Because you
That's
have this, they have this coastal air that comes in.
Those birds are gorgeous, Craig.
What's that?
The bird sounds are beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I had a woodpecker this morning. I couldn't believe it. I haven't heard one for so long because it's the middle of winter. But he was there, peck, 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 pecking away.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we have some issue in Calgary. Like they try to get in the house.
Woodpeckers.
Yeah, they peck like the siding on the side of the house.
Oh.
And then apparently, like when they're in, you can't like kill them. Try to. They have to go on their own or whatever. It's just like, yeah, it's an issue. I had one like a couple of years ago, and I had to put like those on the roof, like kind of a subroof. I had to put these spikes.
Yeah.
So they don't land there, because like
Yeah.
I was paying the butt like to change that siding, because it's like, I don't know, it was probably like 40 feet high.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is high.
So, but yeah, thanks, Craig, for explaining that. Like, I always noticed that, but I didn't know exactly what it was.
Yeah, well, it's been minus 30 there, hasn't it, this week?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Today,
were
like
saying,
we're
yeah, today, what is it now?
today's not too bad. I think it's like minus 12 or 15 right now.
Yeah, that's not bad in comparison.
Yeah, in comparison.
So that's the first thing I noticed. Like I grew up much further east than that. And
Yeah.
when I moved to Alberta, there was a lot more breaks in the winter.
Oh yeah.
You know, where the temperature wasn't quite so unbearable.
Right.
And I really, really liked that. But it's crazy some of the things you do when you have winter. Like I used to have to rake my roof.
Well,
Like
here it's
literally.
not too bad because like the snow is not that heavy, but back home that's what we do. Yeah. Heavy snow, and it's
And the
it's
reason you
part
have
of
to
it.
do that is because when it starts melting, then it gets really, really heavy, and you can actually have your roof cave in if you get too much snow and moisture up there. So you rake it off while it's still while it's still easy enough to move.
Yeah, and imagine the people that have like flat roof, right? Not the people just businesses. So it's a huge business here.
Yeah.
Right. So
Just to let you guys know, Jesse's had to run off with his dad to do an errand. So
I'm still here for now on. I just wanted to let you guys know he wanted to have coffee this morning, and so I invited him to take a Walmart trip with me, and so that will mean that I will have to take you out of my ears. So
that's fine.
Allison,
that's beautiful. Look at that.
you mind being?
yeah, but that's nothing. That's nothing. You guys gonna like the sunrise here is like unbelievable. But yeah.
Oh, Allie's coming in. It looks like.
Yeah, Allie. I just got a thing from Allie too. Oh, there she is. Awesome.
She's still coming in on audio. There she is.
Okay.
Morning,
I
Ally.
thank you. Mm,
Actually, Ally's almost ready for bed.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I just thank you guys for coming in. Right, it's an honor, you know, and it all at different places, yeah, at different times, always different needs, different requirements, different help, and to be human with others. Yeah, it's just an amazing opportunity. So I thank you. And you guys have a wonderful day.
You too, Jess.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for your love and support. So
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you, Jesse. Have a great day. Eh?
All right, guys.
Much love. Love you.
Thanks. Love you.
I just got an impulse here to use those words Jesse just used. To be human. What came to me is be human in a different way today. Or find a new way. Find a new way to be human today.
Just do you today.
Yeah.
Morning, Ali.
Good morning, Nikki.
Morning, Ali. That was Alison. We sound the same. We sound the same. Alison and I sound the same. I just love it. You thought it was me, but it was Alison.
I did.
Now
you-
now it's me. I know we sound the same. It's so amazing. I love it.
Just living in the moment. Living more in the moment.
That's my word for today. Different. Choose different. Be different. It implies something new.
Okay, for some other reason, I am not. Oh, great, you're here. Okay. Jesse made me host, and you guys are going to have to help me because I don't know why, even though I've got gallery view, I can't see everybody. And
Are you on your phone, Allison?
no, I'm on my laptop.
Okay, you're on your laptop. Go to the participants view.
Yeah.
View all the participants, and then you can select in there. In that window, you can select other people. And you can mute and unmute from there and do all that kind of stuff too.
Okay, it's all right. I can see people are coming in. Lynn's just coming. Okay.
Right, so you might want to leave that window open.
Okay, because then it will show up. All right.
Things will show up. And you might want to
Morning.
make somebody else a co-host as well, in case your connection gets dropped.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I will do that. Good morning, Jenny, and good morning, Lynn. Ali just joined us. Ali's word was living in the moment. Thank you, Nikki. Just trying to find it. Being. Being with your heartbeat, Ali. And Jenny's is calm in chaos. Yes. We were talking about uncertainty earlier this morning, Jenny.
Okay, thank you.
When you choose calm and chaos, it's very empowering.
Yes, especially with children.
Yes. And there can be some wobbles even in that choice in those situations, right?
Yes, we're still wobbling, wiggling, but not quite giggling yet.
Well, that's fair enough.
That's interesting because Pascal brought laughter into the space.
Yeah, I think Nikki did too.
I just joined a few minutes ago, so I didn't see what happened before.
Well,
So
apparently
what's
your
the
energy was
summary
here
of the
before you got
first-
here.
Ah, that's funny. Thanks, Craig.
Yeah. Love it when that happens.
How would you summate the first 55 minutes or so?
I'm mesmerized by the snowflakes outside right now. Sorry. Jenny, so the first 55 minutes there was a theme of reflection. There was an awareness of uncertainty. There was appreciation. There was love. There was serving love. There was what being together and choosing a word, the activity of doing that, what that serves. So it was a kind of a dance between past, present, and future.
Nice. Well, I just looked up our weather here and it's partly cloudy, but you could see it is mostly sunny.
That's a
Perception, yes.
And Craig showed us his sunrise as well. Pascal's was so beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. Sorry, I missed that. So I'll add a new word. Paradigm from Bob Proctor was on my
Thank
mind
you.
this morning.
Mm.
And it's a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior and almost All of our behavior is habitual. Pretty wise words, wouldn't you say?
So it behooves us to review our paradigm.
Or our habits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Craig was talking about being anew, I think.
A newt? I'm just kidding.
See, it's
I
your
heard-
giggle, Jenny.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that all of our behavior is at some stage of habit.
Yes. 100%. Somewhere in there, even if it's a new behavior, there's some kind of habit. There's some kind of memory, right?
Yeah, it's being introduced
Absolutely.
into habit or into pattern.
Well, I apologize, Craig. I just looked up the meaning of newt. And in English, British English slang, it means very drunk. I didn't know that.
Really?
You know how you can look up some animals to see what they mean?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what it came up.
it
It's
reminds me
small,
of a
slender
Bible
bodied-
quote. A Bible quote in the New Testament that says, "Be not drunk with wine, but be filled with the Spirit."
Oh, okay, I can handle that.
So I can live with that.
These are showing for me.
So if I appear drunk, you know what it really is, right? Because I do.
Well, a newt is also special because it embodies all the best qualities of Hufflepuff House, kind, modest, and loyal. So I didn't do too bad with that word.
Nope.
I haven't heard the word newt for a long time.
Yes, it's actually a baby name. Well, there's Newt Gingrich, is the only one I know of in modern day, but it was in Harry Potter.
That's right, of course.
I had no idea one 4-letter word would get me so far today.
Why? It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's also in various Monty Python movies too.
Mm.
The word newt.
Well, we'll leave it. We'll leave the T off and leave new, and I'll leave it alone now. Thank you. I've wordsmithed enough. I
Hey,
won't be
Allison,
able to
what was
stay
the
much
question?
longer.
What was the question we were asking? Where we were wondering if it's in the past, the present, or the future.
Uncertainty. Where does it lie?
And where does it lie? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a good question to ask about just about every word of emotion, right? You think about courage, where does it lie? You take any word. It's such a good one because it brings your awareness, right? To what is your habit, maybe? You know, what was your habit? What do you want? What habit do you want in your end result? To get to, to be in your end result? What habit would you be dismantling to be in your end result? Would you be dismantling anything? Maybe not. it kind of speaks to intent, or it helps one to speak to intent when you ask that question.
Yeah, what I'm hearing too is interpretation.
Mm-hmm. Perception.
Yeah, what meaning was derived from it?
Mm. Mm.
What meaning was chosen?
Choice. The empowerment in that choice, or the disempowerment, the
Yes.
resulting disempowerment. You always are empowered when you make the choice, but the result might lead to disempowerment. So then you make a new one. And where's the courage in making the choice in the first place? With the uncertainty of the outcome. And just standing in love in the uncertainty, making the choice to do that. It's interesting because when I say that, I think that initially it takes courage to do that. And then you just get so much back. So much back when you do that.
Yeah, there's a feedback loop. Once you put awareness into it, you're aware of the feedback too.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you get momentum. It's a co-creation.
Yeah, it's like feeding coal into the furnace.
Yeah, because there's a vibrational match, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The empowerment pattern.
Good gathering, Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's initiated by a conscious choice. Wow. Oh my. Wow, and it's self-sustaining. It fuels itself.
Mm-hmm. So I was just thinking now as we were talking about two situations in my social circle at the moment that have this depth of pain and loss that is so palpable. And my daughter has to go into that one space. And she was asking about how I had been with another friend last year. I wouldn't say that my friend is through her space at all yet, but it was a very similar situation. And had to do with the loss of children. And she asked me, Mom, what did you do? Because I know that there was a lot of gratitude. And when she asked me initially, I couldn't really figure out what she was asking. And then I looked at her, and then she said to me, oh, I guess you were just there. And I said, yes. So all you have to do is be willing to show up and be witness. And it makes a big difference. That's why we need community.
Yeah, show up and
One of
be
the reasons.
witness.
Yeah, so you witness to pain and you witness to joy.
Yeah.
Because you help to carry some of the memories of joy. And you facilitate the holding of the present pain. So we are always held within that matrix of love. It's whether we recognize it and whether we make the choice of that empowering pattern. And we take turns to do it for each other. And we lean on others when we need it. And we all become our beautiful, unique, amazing selves when we're in a community of love. And new things get created. And we surprise ourselves.
Wow, Allison, I saw so much insight in all of that. Just had to take a moment and soak that in.
I'm sitting with the pulse of my heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I feel like that one morning, right in the beginning, when we had group and I had gotten up early and was meditating and completely lost track of time. And at one point, the group was right there in the meditation, which was different because other times I brought the group into my meditation. But this time it was just there. And that's exactly what happened as I was talking too. It's so interesting. And that can only happen because everybody opens their heart to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody brings their intention to that connection.
And allowing the space to populate itself.
Yeah.
Morning, Lynn. I think Lynn's the only one that hasn't shared her word for the day. And I would like, if it's possible, to share your word for the day, Lynn. You be so kind, sweetheart. Thank you.
She's very busy, Nikki. I don't know that she can. She left a message for me earlier. She's...
Oh, I was wondering, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Because I need to sign off now. I'm heading off doing a class. So have a
Enjoy.
blessed, wonderful, beautiful day, everybody. Much love here.
You
Kisses.
too.
Thank you, Nikki.
Kisses. Sun kisses, moon kisses, kisses all around.
South African kisses.
South Africa kisses. Let's not forget that. Mm.
Lynn wrote in the chat, centering through the light.
Here's something that's come up for me in the past week. Witnessing my relationship to pain. That's a realization that there's meaning inside it. And it might be a message.
So you're seeing into the depth of pain,
Yeah. Yeah.
of all that it can be.
Yeah.
And is
Like I'm,
in that moment.
yeah, I sense there's a conversation there of sorts inside it. And maybe even an invitation.
Like the lotus seed in the mud, Craig.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Like the lotus seed in the mud.
Yes.
And would it be the same for joy? In terms of a message in the joy? I was just prompted to ask that. I was asking it in my head.
Yeah.
And I think I was prompted because I was asked once, why do I ask why about a negative if I don't ask why about a positive?
Mm.
And it's so true. At that point, it showed me how much I took positive for granted and how much positive I took for granted.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a big wake-up call for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was interesting because if somebody had asked me whether I took my body's health for granted, I would have said no. But yet, at a deeper level, I did. Because I wasn't finding enough joy in it.
Mm.
Craig, this week I listened to an interview with Mo Gaudat, and he started it off in the first 5 minutes talking about how we are born billionaires because of the amount of heartbeats that we've got in our lifespan.
Wow.
No. And now for days I keep on thinking, where am I spending my heartbeats?
What a perspective is that? Wow.
I know, isn't that, it's divine. It's absolutely divine.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was pretty funny in that interview. He was talking about all the cars that he had. He was embarrassed to say that he had 16 cars. And then he said to the interviewer, You, what do you know? Do you know what you see when you're in a car? And the interviewer said, no. And Mo said, you see the road in front of you. Doesn't matter what car you're in. You see the road. I thought that was so funny, but such a great metaphor for essentially the inside is what counts. It's not what you're contained in. What you're contained in will help, definitely, and can be of service to you, no doubt.
It can change your experience somewhat.
Yeah. And if you are watching the road from an army tank, it's very different to when you're watching the road from a sports car.
Yeah. The experience is different too.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Lynn, she typed again, how I'm bringing calm to the chaos. The source of divine light is within. There you go.
Yeah, while we're talking about cars, something happened to me that's kind of like a big change. I used to be very excited about getting a new car. And now it's like I almost have no emotion. It's like I have to change my car because it's getting old and like it's got a lot of mileage. But in the same time, like I drove this car and that's exactly what I want. And most likely today I'll be getting it. But there's no like huge excitement like it used to be. But I also noticed that like I don't have these big like mood swing. I'm like more stable. I'm not like extremely sad, depressed, whatever, and I'm not like extremely happy. I'm just kind of like leaning in the middle. So that's really interesting for me right now. I don't know if anybody can relate to this. But I feel like it might be a part of it is like I'm really not as attached to the material stuff that I used to be. A car is just a car. A house is just a house. You know, but what's important for me, it's what's inside of me. And that's what I've been really reflecting, putting my awareness on, and be patient with myself. And that's been really important for me, like to learn about myself. So I shift in a completely different direction. Because I used to be a bellman doorman, at the Fairmount for many, many years. And I used to drive like so many cars. And then like, I remember like fighting with people to drive this car. And now I just can't care less. You know, it's like, I've done it. That was an experience. And yeah. This thing's more important for me to experience.
Mm.
Like the birth of a baby.
Yeah. No kidding.
There's not much that tops that in Pascal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So you hold on to it, which is fine, because then you notice birthing in different ways.
Yeah.
It's the one thing it's good to hold on to. As a
I'm
mom, you
hearing
take the
that-
pain away.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm hearing that you created a new form of sustainability for yourself.
Yeah,
That's not
a good way to see
based
it.
on material things,
Yeah. That's
based on something different.
Mhm.
And you found something that sustains itself.
Yeah, it's sustainable and it sustained itself. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, it doesn't
It is
decay. It doesn't break down. Sounds like a new structure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
A new paradigm.
You heard.
I love the parallel. Hi, guys.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Lynn.
I love the parallel of birthing your soul's desires, birthing your genius, and birthing a baby. Because in preparation for the birthing of the baby, we focus on the best outcome while also required, it's a requirement to be in the uncertainty of the experience.
Wow.
Beautifully captured, Lynn.
It's like that dance between the 3-dimensional and the 5th dimensional, right? It's like,
yeah,
and it's I think, Alison, you said it, the beauty of allowing ourselves to tolerate the uncertainty.
Yeah. That there's strength in that.
Oh,
That's
there
the
is
tension,
strength
right?
and courage. Yeah, and it's for the birth of the miracle.
That's right.
And so I'll just share why it feels so So intense that correlation. Because in the I done all my stuff through hypnobirthing, okay? So in all the fear and uncertainty, and all that I had to, it's just a brilliant parallel for me, because I'm like, I've done this before in the most intense, challenging situation ever. And it's like, you can just repeat the same structure, the same paradigm. And when you're,
Wow.
when you
Yeah.
know that you have no clue how it's going to turn out, despite the experience being such a common one, but each mother, each parent has no clue of the outcome, but you must expect the best
Yes.
while being in the energy of that uncertainty, not knowing. And by nature, we don't like that uncertainty, but it's there.
Absolutely, Lynn. And when we embrace the uncertainty, that's when beautiful creations happen.
Yeah, the I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah.
but hope for the best. Expect the best. Expect the best. And it will
Anticipate.
be the best. Oh,
The uncertainty's necessity.
yeah. The anticipation for me is the uncertainty. Anticipation. I don't know why anticipation is a charged word for me. But so thanks
Well,
for Alison, for that comparison.
maybe the charge is just, yeah, you're welcome. Maybe
Yeah,
the charge.
Thank
So
you for sharing
sorry.
that, Lynn.
We keep on talking.
That was huge.
You're welcome. I think just because the anticipation is the unnecessary, okay? We don't know when we're anticipating.
That's right. And it's also the preparation, right? There's anticipation in preparation.
I love it.
I was thinking of that this morning because Jessie was in the hall that Troy is going to perform in. He was talking from there. And I was thinking about all the athletes and how they, you know, what their bodies must be feeling like. You know, when you walk into that space where there's going to be a display of whatever it is that's being witnessed, you know, whether it's a sport, whether it's a theater, whatever it is, but there's a gathering and some people are going to be watching what other people do. And if you're a person that is performing, that sense of anticipation and the mixture of uncertainty, excitement, repeating a creation, but the creation will be completely new in each repeat. All of that. And it's so much the same with giving birth. I mean, I can remember at times thinking to myself, why am I not more scared? And then remembering that this gets done and I'm no different to anybody else. So my body knows what to do. And the gratitude for that, inverted commas, that memory that our bodies, even though we in our individual lives might not have given birth before, we were birthed out. And so our body carries the memory. And maybe that's, in a way, what we can, or what happens when we allow ourselves to integrate, is that we bring in the memory of what is possible, and we move with life's creation. So we get moved by that, which is why we get moved by love. Love is our biggest propellant. There's nothing more motivating. I think it's 1,000 times more motivating than greed.
Yeah, it pulls instead of pushes.
Sorry, Craig.
It pulls instead of pushes.
Yes. Yes, greed pushes. So interesting, hey?
Yeah, the contemporary business word for that is driven.
Mm.
Mm.
And so I come back again to that thing about it's all about the intention that we bring to anything. The intention that we bring to a word. With Ali's contribution this morning of being in the moment, what came up for me when she said that, or wrote it in, and I think she wrote it in, was the embrace that there is in that, and the enfoldment and the unfolding. That comes from that.
What about the intention that comes from that?
Mm-hmm. And the dance between the two. The co-creation between the two.
The intention we create from an emotion.
Yes, and then the co-creation between those two. How they help each other. I have this image of, and you guys talk about them as tumbleweeds, and I'm not sure if it's exactly the same plant. In the Karoo in South Africa, you get these beautiful tumbleweeds that get blown in the wind right along the ground, and then they gather things as they go. And as the wind blows, of course, then you've got this gathering of things, and that it's so beautiful to watch. And I was just thinking about that as we were talking, because there's so much that gets gathered in our momentum. And we so often take that momentum for granted too, which is fine, because we just, it's important to get, well, to get somewhere, but to go with the flow of life, because I think that's what momentum is. And then sometimes just to be and be carried by it.
The uncertainty of that just popped up for me. Trust the wind.
Yes.
Allow the river to do its thing. I'm going to go now and I'm going to do a little dance. About how much I love and embrace and welcome uncertainty with gratitude, love, and faith.
Beautiful, Lynn.
That's nice, Lynn.
Yeah, I'm feeling that, Lynn.
Say it again.
I'm going to go and
feeling that.
Welcome uncertainty with gratitude, love, and grace. Is that right?
Gratitude, love, and faith, or gratitude, love, and grace. Yeah.
I like it.
I'm going to teach my body that's every time it experiences uncertainty, I'm going to mentally rehearse and emotionally rehearse how I want my mind and body to respond to that uncertainty.
Instead of the habitual pattern.
Yes, which does not serve me and blocks me from my greatness, genius, and desires.
Like eating his foot like a hot dog. Oh, sorry, that was Grace. I'm taking her to work.
Sorry, that was
She's
no context.
watching.
It's my cat.
She's watching a video of her cat.
And it was perfect. It was perfect, Grace.
We went from a wobble to a wiggle to a giggle, so I'm grateful.
Yes, just look at that.
Yeah, we did. That we did.
I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you guys too. That was wonderful. Are we good to go?
I'm complete.
Great. Pascal, you good to go?
Yeah, I just had a question. How can you be certain? And I had like created.
Ah, there you go. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Yes, it sounds good. It sounds empowering and
Yeah,
solid and sustainable.
Yeah, if you want to have less uncertainty, create what you love.
Yes, there you go. Beautiful, thank you.
Seems like a recipe to me.
That's a bumper sticker, Pascal. Thank you.
Or like that one, like it's not related at all, but I love that one. Is my life is better than your vacation. And that was when I was in Banff.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I like it too.
A little bummer, like when you're spending like $1,000 a room, and you know, it's yeah, and then you're like, yeah, I just live here. I just be. Yeah. So.
Okay, everybody, have a great day and thank you so much. From all our hearts to all of our hearts.
Hey, and Allison, I just want to mention you've been such a blessing today.
Great job, Allison. Nice hosting.
Yeah, I love it when you're in your space.
And you know that I had no intention to host, even when Jessie made me host. I did not know what was going to happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the power of uncertainty, right?
Yes.
Wow. Meta learning.
Yeah, and you master it.
And what do I always say, Pascal?
How, what, sorry?
What do I always say? I can only do it because
of the group.
That's right.
Right.
The intention of the group. This group has made me grow, man. Like I never could have imagined.
Well,
yeah,
and also,
you
Allison,
can talk to all of you.
You showed up and you were present, and that's a gift.
Oh shoot! You don't say.
Thank you, Jenny. Okay, guys, much love. Have a great day.
Yeah, much love to you.
Okay, love and hugs,
You
everybody.
guys, have a good day.
Bye.